bombshell, Hillary and the Russians hatch sick plan to overthrow Trump. Hillary Clinton just won't go away. After her utterly bitter loss to President Trump last year, she's been unable to cope with the agony of defeat, and she carries on like she won the presidency. Utter delusion, or utterly delusional. She's convinced the president didn't win the election legitimately, so she's determined to do everything she can to overturn the results, even if it means teaming up with the Russians again. Unfortunately, that's exactly what she plans on doing, according to investigative reporter Ed Klein, who has numerous sources close to the Clintons that exposed her sinister plot. Writing for the Daily Mail, Klein revealed that Hillary hasn't ever come to terms with the rejection handed to her by the American people. In fact, she continually refers to his presidency as illegitimate and has vowed to oust him from office one way or another. Hillary has said that she'll do whatever it takes to make sure Trump's illegitimate presidency, as she constantly refers to it among friends and campaign associates, ends in ashes. The only one, Hillary, is you that is going to end in ashes. According to Klein, she and many wealthy people in the anti-Trump resistance who are more than willing to put up whatever money is necessary have been in communications with none other than Christopher Steele, who infamously paid agents of the Kremlin millions of dollars to fabricate false information about President Trump. Steele, they believe, has even more salacious information about the president, which again came from the Russians, and they want to see to it that it's made public one way or another. In other words, there's a second Russian dossier in the works, and it's going to be even more damaging than the first if these people get their way. Hillary has informed Bill Clinton that once she acquires the second dossier, she intends to release it to friendly members of the media. She's convinced that Trump made business deals with Russians with ties to the Kremlin in return for a promise to offer the Russians favorable trade conditions, according to a source who was privy to her conversation with her husband. There are also claims in this second dossier that Trump had romantic involvements with Russian women over the years who are connected to the Kremlin spy apparatus, this source went on. She says that there are many additional pages of intelligence on Trump and his ties with the Russians. As soon as the negotiations with Steele are complete and she gets the second dossier, she's going to double down and release all the new material. Klein cited multiple sources in Hillary's orbit who say she's not the least bit sorry about the first dossier, and she actually believes the information within it is true. Hillary approved Podesta's decision to pay for the dossier by funneling campaign funds through Mark Elias and Perkins Coie attorney, who represented both the Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee. She is completely unrepentant about financing the first Russian dossier, despite it being widely discredited, said the campaign strategist. According to multiple sources in the Clinton political orbit, Hillary still believes that the most outlandish charges in the original dossier are true, including that Trump colluded with Vladimir Putin. As for why this information is only now coming to light, Klein reported that it wasn't available during the election. Hillary's people have been secretly in touch with Steele and are close to making a deal with him on opposition research that he claims has newly surfaced from his Russian sources, says a longtime Clinton advisor. Steele didn't release this information before now because it wasn't available to him when he put together his first dossier, the advisor continued. You can read the rest of Klein's Bombshell report by following this link. Okay. So, in other words, now that they're closing in on the Uranium One deal, all of a sudden, this second dossier appears out of nowhere. We saw what the first one was like, And who was colluding with the Russians? Listen, if Trump was colluding with the Russians, he would have never ran, first of all, because he would have automatically known that dirt would come out. Hillary is a sick broad. She's going to prison. She better get fitted for her orange suit, and it's a done deal. Let's just forget this whole crap that she's trying to spew at this point. She's going down, just like she said. If this man gets elected, our necks are going to be in a noose. And that's exactly what's going to take place. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.